Remember when we all got drunk? I ended up with 2 broke thumbs. Oh my God, I felt so...
Hi, we're AJR, and these are our quick fire questions for Spindle magazine.
Dive in.
Sweet, I'll go first. Number 1, how would you describe your sound?
I think we like to surprise people a lot. I think we take from a lot of different genres, alternative and pop and 1950s music. Even earlier, we're like super inspired by like 1930s kind of old movie music. I don't know. What would you say? Was that?
Yeah, that was good. I think we when we're listening to music nowadays, it's much easier to kind of get tired of something a lot quicker. So I think we kind of take that into account when we're making music. We kind of try to switch things up as quick as possible on people, just to have just a bunch of different vibes in there. We feel like that's the most fun listening experience.
Can you describe your new single, 100 Bad Days, in 3 words?
Sure. How about nostalgic?
Surprising.
Surprising. Definitely surprises in there. And
Horns.
horns. Very nice. Beautiful.
Favorite live performance and why?
London, obviously. I had to say London and get that out of the way. Because, or else people would have gotten really mad at me. Actually, though, the last time we played in London, we played at Electric Ballroom, I believe that's what it was. And it was a very good show. People like really showed up. You never know, because we have been just touring in the United States for such a long time. So you never know when you come to Europe if anyone's going to care or show up. And they really showed up, and they knew the words and they sang along. And it's really cool. Yeah, definitely show up here. Where did you get the inspiration for your new single? I think we had that concept, 100 Bad Days Made 100 Good Stories, for a really long time. I think a thing that we do in our music is we take something that could be sad or kind of upsetting to think about, and we kind of spin it to make it into a little bit of a positive thing. So I think a lot of stuff was kind of going wrong in our career, like we were failing a lot. Yeah. And I think I had that just written down in my notes, kind of. I don't even think we had it as a song concept yet. I think I just had it as like an interesting thing to make us feel better. All these terrible experiences lead to amazing stories, because people love to hear stories about how bad your day was. That's a really interesting story. And then I think one day Ryan was just like, Jack, why is that not a song concept? It's like super, super relatable. So we were like, all right, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
And that was it. Yeah, I'm being really impolite.
What is your number 1 goal for 2019?
Number 1 goal. Oh, God. There's no way to answer this question without being cliche, because everyone in our field has just the same goal, which is just to make our music as known as possible. Go ahead.
We visit so many countries, but we only ever have like a few hours in each country, and we always just play the shows. And so for 2019, I want to have more off days in these countries, so we actually get to see the kind of sights and what's going on there.
That's a good goal. Nice.
That's good.
So to have less work to do
Yeah.
is our goal for 2019.
What's your favorite part of performing live for an audience?
We do this thing in our shows, and it's kind of based off of experiences we've had going to live shows. We feel like the best experience to have at a live show is for it to be as personal as possible and as comfortable as possible. We always say, like, the number 1 place I'd feel most comfortable in like a social setting is like a friend's dorm at college, or like a party there. That's where I feel most comfortable. And I guess second would be like a concert. So if we can make a concert feel like being at your friend's dorm in college, then we've done a really good job. So essentially what we do in the middle of every show is we just take 5 minutes and we just like talk to random people in the audience, almost like a stand-up bit, just like see how they're doing and point them out. And it kind of brings the entire audience together in this like funny friendship kind of way. And then from then on, the show feels like everyone's just kind of friends having a good time together. So we try to achieve that. Are you planning a music video for 100 Bad Days? And if so, what do you envision for the video?
Yeah, we have a cool video. We shot it like 2 weeks ago. I feel like we should get like a cut of it very soon. It's very cool. It's very like special effects heavy. We've never really done a video like that before, but it's a very like metaphorical look at at a bad day and kind of I don't want to give away too much.
I know, right? Yeah. Usually our videos are super like story driven. I
Yeah.
think just about every single one we've put out has been there's like a very clear narrative. And this one we were like, no, let's just do something that's very strange and also pleasing to the eye and just see how that goes. You know, we're still trying out new stuff. What's one thing you think people don't understand about singing and songwriting? That's actually a really great question that we've never been asked before. Yeah.
I think in terms of singing and songwriting, I think the most valuable thing you can be today in 2019 is a great songwriter. I think even more than a great singer. I think that's kind of contrary to popular belief. Most people are like, if I'm an amazing singer and go on YouTube, I'll make it. But actually, there are like a million amazing singers, and there's very few amazing songwriters that are writing really unique concepts with unique perspectives. So I think that's like number one. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you really said it. I say, yeah, if there's anything that you should be focusing on, it's definitely songwriting. If you need to practice something, definitely write like 500 or 600 songs, and then I think you'll be there.
Yeah, and figure out what you have to say that isn't being said by anyone else. Was this supposed to be an advice to
We turned it into an advice question. I think that no one's gonna say no to that, so let's just stick with that. If you could only listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Ooh, I feel like we'll each have a different one, right?
Right, yeah.
I'm going to go with Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. Every time I listen to it, I find a new favorite song and a new little nugget of cool instrumentation.
The first album that I ever got was Fountains of Wayne, Welcome Interstate Managers. Do you guys know, was Stacy's mom big here? Stacy's mom? Okay, that's the album with Stacy's mom on there, yeah. And it's so funny because everyone knows Stacy's mom and they don't know the other songs, but it's literally like my favorite album of all time. It's just even Stacy's mom is unbelievable. I think I could listen to every single song on that album just forever.
I would probably say any Vampire Weekend album. Like any of them, I could listen to it over and over and over again. Like Ryan said, I always hear something new in each of the songs, but the lyrics, the stories in the lyrics could mean so many different things. So I feel like if I listen to it once, I'm going to relate it to one part of my life, and then I can listen to it 10 years later and it still makes sense. So
do you guys have do you know Vampire Weekend? Yeah, you do? Okay, nice, yeah. Right. I like to know what's going on. Like, yeah. Anyway, there you go. Quick fire questions.
100 bad days